we are here to present our fabulous experience at the University of Wolverhampton in the United Kingdom for our summer school, the Mark of Style 2014. The duration of the course was 14 days, which consisted of 2 days in London, visiting the Jean-Paul Gaultier exhibition at the Barbican, as well as the Victoria and Albert Museum, which displayed intricate wedding dresses from all around the world. The rest of our time we spent in the city of Wolverhampton, where we learned new and different textile techniques and embellishments. With the help of the following presentation, you will get to know more about our experience there. Apurva Yadav will be the one who will start the presentation.
Love what you do what you love. That's the tagline, catchline of the university. The phrase was very successfully incorporated in our personalities, which was covered in the 14-day course that we attended, as well as the initial 2 days we had to stay in London and get inspired from, around the city, architecture, buses, everything was beautiful about it, and get the creative instinct that was taken over by the beautiful architecture as well as the scenic beauties around in London. In central London, that's where we stayed. Our first lecture was by, these are the following, I explored places, Big Ben, Trafalgar Square at London. Our first lecture at the university taken by Mr. Michael, who was the vice head of department in the fashion fine arts area there, whereas he forced us to look within ourselves, to go back to the basics and think what exactly style and luxury meant to us. Where he explained where less is more, as well as told us about what designers were really doing, as well as 2014's best brand coming up was Hermes, which apparently we didn't know of, as well as we were asked to get inspired from London in our first initial 2 days, where we had to work on our theme. That would be incorporated in our workshop later on. That some of the inspirations taken were music, fear of unknown, mother and child, the feeling of going 14 days away from home the first time and bonding up with your friends. As well as London, the tube underground related to the metro as well in our country. It was beautiful. Victorian gowns was, you will get to know further in the presentation, were another part of the trip. Thank you. Ankita, I'm going to tell you about Jean-Paul Gaultier's show at London. It was amazing. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know you must have all heard about the name Jean-Paul Gaultier, and we all are very excited if we get to know anything about him. So we got this amazing opportunity to visit an exhibition of Jean-Paul Gaultier at the Barbican Center, and it was titled From Sidewalk to Catwalk. This show was split into 8 thematic sections: the Odyssey of Jean-Paul Gaultier, Punk Can-Can, Muses, the Baudelaire, Metropolis, Eurotrash, Skin Deep, and Urban Jungle. Each features a series of mannequins dressed in Gaultier's dazzling apparel. Now, another interesting feature which we saw there was some have faces projected onto their head, unerringly bringing the figures to life as they blink, sing, chat, and appear to make eye contact with each visitor. Getting up close to these sensational garments really underlines the attention to detail and the meticulous and often painstaking production of the garments, with some dresses taking 160 hours to create. The enormous amount of time and effort that are invested in the creation of couture certainly lies at the heart of the intrigue and appeal of the haute couture. This exhibition was really an eye-opener to all of us. We got to see what international fashion is all about, and seeing the garments right in front of your eyes, where you see each detail and how it has been presented and how it is finally finished, and the weird creativeness of Jean-Paul Gaultier from his early days to his modern days was all visible there. And now next, Victoria and Albert Museum will be covered by Kriti. Adishi.
Victorian and Albert Museum is one of the world's most renowned museums. Every year they host several exhibitions featuring different fashions from all over the world. We visited exhibitions, which were two of them, and one was 80 years of Italian fashion and the other was the wedding dress exhibition. In the Italian fashion exhibition, we came across some of the most iconic designs created by Italian designers over the span of past 80 years. And at the wedding exhibition, it featured wedding dresses from 1800s to present time from all genres of the society. About Whittick Manor. We visited Whittick Manor as a part of Wolverhampton National Heritage as it belonged to the Governor of Wolverhampton. It is crafted to perfection where everything is an art piece and inspirational. The woodwork, furniture and ceramic pieces placed complementing every room respectively. How every room had specific utilities for the guest as well as the designated persons in need. The secret chambers helped them to escape from unwanted people and situations. The mansion also had green huge lawns around, enhancing the beauty of the manor. Now I'd like to call upon Kriti.
In one of our workshops, we had lace making. Lace making is an open work fabric. There are different techniques to create a lace. We there worked on a water soluble fusing and created a pattern with machine. Then as soon as we put it under in water, the water soluble fusing just dissolves and we are left with a beautiful design. The next was devorer print. Devorer comes from the French word devourer, meaning literally to devour or finish off. It's also called burnout. It's a technique where fabric undergoes a treatment where a paste is applied containing acid pH 1 and then put under heat bed and then washed away, which creates a semi-transparent pattern against more solidly woven fabric. Next we have Vasu. Next we have Vasundhara. She'll talk about laser cutting.
Hello friends, laser cutting is a technique that uses a laser to cut materials and it's typically used for manufacturing application. Laser cutting works by directing the output of the higher power laser most commonly through its optics. I am here to talk about disperse printing, and disperse printing is actually a technique in which you use special chemical paints on paper. You paint it, you use different objects and you put it under heat bed with a textile cloth on top, and using the heat transfer the colors change and you are left with the pattern you painted on the sheet, but it's not the same color. So it was completely different. We have never experienced something like this. This was actually acid dyeing, and acid dyeing is done using acid chemicals mixed in special beakers made specially for acid based colors with boiling water. When we added the felt on which we were using the acid dyes, it did not run off, the color stayed, and it is one of the newest techniques for developing non-running colors. Thank you.